Okay, let's be real. For so many of us, the day just doesn't kick off until that first cup of coffee, right? But what if I told you you've been doing it wrong? Not the coffee, but the timing. Yeah, it turns out when you drink it is just as important as the coffee itself. Today, we're going to get into the science of caffeine, figure out how to get a way better buzz, and, most importantly, how to dodge that awful afternoon crash. So let's just cut to the chase. Is there like a perfect time to have that first cup? The answer is a big, resounding yes. And it all boils down to this tiny little molecule in your brain, something called adenosine. All right, to really get how caffeine does its thing, we've got to meet the star of the show, this molecule, adenosine. Think of it as your body's own personal sleepy signal, or like a natural sleeping potion. It's the good guy, really. So check this out. From the second you open your eyes in the morning, adenosine starts building up in your brain. And the more of it that builds up, the more, well, sleepy you feel. It creates this sleep pressure. It's literally the reason you get tired as the day wears on. Simple as that. Okay, so this gives you a perfect play-by-play of a typical day for adenosine. You wake up, right? You feel great, you're refreshed because your adenosine levels are at rock bottom. But then, as the day goes on, they just keep climbing, steadily rising. And by the time you're ready for bed, those levels are super high, basically shouting at your brain, hey, it's time to sleep. It's this beautiful natural rhythm, which, of course, is exactly what we're about to mess with. So, where does our beloved caffeine come into the picture? We all think of it as this magic energy giver, right? But the truth is, its real job is way more sneaky. It's more like a super clever impersonator, pulling off a big trick on a tiny molecular level. So, how does that coffee actually make you feel so awake and ready to go? You might be surprised. The actual biology behind it is probably not what you're thinking at all. And this right here, this is the key. You gotta get this. Caffeine does not create energy. It's not like a log you throw on the fire. It doesn't add a single thing. Instead, what it does is it stops you from feeling tired. It's all about interfering with that sleepy signal, with adenosine. Okay, look at this. This explains the whole magic trick. Your brain has these little parking spots, right? They're called receptors, and they're perfectly shaped for adenosine. When adenosine pulls into one of those spots, boom, you start to feel sleepy. But here comes caffeine. It's a master of disguise. It looks so similar to adenosine that it can just slide right in and steal its parking spot. Now, with the spot taken, adenosine can't park. Your brain never gets the get tired message, and you feel wide awake. And you knew there was a but coming, right? Caffeine's block isn't permanent. It's like a temporary security guard. And the whole time it's been standing there blocking the receptors, all that adenosine is just piling up in the background. It's waiting. And this, my friends, leads to the moment we all dread, the caffeine crash. Yeah, that quote really nails it. You know that feeling, that wall of sleepiness that just slams into you mid-afternoon? That's what's happening. While caffeine was playing bodyguard, adenosine was just building up and up and up. And then, when the caffeine's effects finally wear off, it's like a dam breaking. All that adenosine that was rushing in, flooding every single receptor at once. And that's the crash. It's not just in your head. It's a real biological event. I bet this timeline looks painfully familiar to a lot of you. You wake up, you stumble to the coffee maker, you get that immediate boost. By 11 a.m., you're flying high. But because you had it so early, by 2 p.m., the caffeine is gone, and that wall of adenosine just flattens you. So what do? You reach for another cup around 4 p.m., and you just get stuck in this vicious cycle. Okay, but the good news, and there is good news, is that you can totally break this cycle. There's a super simple, science-backed way to fix this. You can actually make your coffee work for you, not against you. All it takes is a little tweak to your timing. Let's call it the adenosine reset. So here's the solution, and it's almost ridiculously simple. See, when you first wake up, you actually have some leftover adenosine still floating around from the night before. If you drink coffee right away, you're basically blocking your body from cleaning that old stuff out. The whole trick is to just give your body a little time to clear the slate, to sweep away that morning adenosine before you bring in the blocker, before you bring in the caffeine. And here it is, the magic number. According to the people who study this stuff, the neurobiologists, the sleep scientists, the sweet spot is waiting 90 to 120 minutes after you wake up. That's it. Just an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. That's all it takes. And the benefits of just waiting a little bit? They're huge. First, you let your body naturally clear out all that morning gunk. This makes your first coffee way more effective. You'll actually feel it more. It also means you're way less likely to have that horrible afternoon crash. And best of all, you can start to break free from that caffeine loop where you feel like you need another cup and another just to get through the day. So there you have it. It's just a small change, right? A 90-minute delay, but it can completely change your relationship with caffeine and how you feel all day long. So the only question left is, are you going to try it? Will you change your morning routine? Think about it.